Well, here's today's Clover conga. As you can see, we're all kind of creeping down Bent Mountain here because the guy up ahead doesn't want to go any faster than 36 or 37 miles an hour. Now this road has a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, and trust me when I tell you, you can drive these curves with one finger on the wheel at 45 or 50, but now we have to go 29 because it's so perilously dangerous to go around these curves. The frustrating thing for me about this isn't even so much necessarily how slowly people drive. The thing that irritates the hell out of me is that you got all these people driving around in these late model vehicles that have 17, 18, 19, 20-inch wheels and more aggressive rubber in a lot of cases than ultra performance cars had back in the 80s when I was in college. You know, and Corvettes at that time still had 17-inch wheels or even 16-inch wheels. And a lot of performance cars at that time still had disc and drum brakes, if you can imagine that. ABS was uncommon. Stability control was unheard of. Yet here we are in 2025, when for at least the last, I don't know, 20 years, the least a car comes with is a 15 or a 16-inch wheel, and most of them come with 17 or 18s. They all have ABS, they all have traction control and stability control, and yet these people continue to drive as if somehow time had stopped back in 1984 or so, when the typical car on the road was something like an Aries K car, if people remember those. And you know, granted, an Aries K car might be a little bit more challenging to drive down the mountain at the speed limit, but I mean, my God, why? Why don't people just drive K cars? Why don't we go back to that? Why don't we just go back for the bulk of people to manufacturing cars that have the capability of an 84 or 85 Aries K car, and stop it with all this stupid, wasteful putting of high performance wheels and tires, four-wheel disc brakes, and all this other stuff on these cars that people don't use. There's been no correlative increase in driving skill or speeds driven, despite all of the advantages that these cars now have. It's just the silliest, stupidest, and most aggravating thing. More over at EPautos.com, the web's best libertarian gearhead site. By the way, I hope the view is better now that I've got my new old camera, and we'll catch up with you again in a bit.